Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome to what's really just kind of a quick update video, just to kind of give you guys a heads up. I actually just came off, there's been a little bit less videos, a lot of that's been just real life stuff going on, which is kind of getting back to normal now, which is great. Also kind of changing over to new computer, and also dealing with just a little bit of burnout. I get a little bit of Minecraft burnout every, I don't know, 6-7 months or something like that. And I take a short break. So kind of coming off of that as well. And I wanted to update you guys because I actually just posted a new schedule on the Discord. And this is, more than anything, this is for you guys that aren't on the Discord, because I know some people aren't on Discord. And just to kind of update everybody, there is a new schedule that's been posted. So each series that I have running, I actually used to run schedules, and I stopped just because for a little bit I was like, well, we'll have it a little bit more free form. But I decided to go back to the schedule system because it does help me keep kind of track of, keeping up with series and things like that. And it helps you guys as far as knowing what's coming out on such and such day and stuff like that. And so I wanted to give you guys the new schedule, and in addition, a couple little side notes. First up, the schedule is sort of not really a rough schedule, but if something is not ready, which so far I don't really see any issues with it, because I kind of balanced out with kind of quicker videos and videos that will take me a bit longer on average. But if something is not ready, there might be some schedule changes, or maybe things are postponed or whatever. So if something doesn't come out on a specific day, then, it is what it is. But it should follow the general schedule for the most part. And anyways, the new schedule is, and it does have a couple new series, which we'll talk about here in a minute. But first up, Monday is a progression focused series. So not much in the way of building. Currently it is interactions, which by the time this video comes out, the very first interactions video will have already come out, I'm sure. So right now that's interactions, and then we'll run through interactions with a very progression focused, not really much in the way of build focused, and just kind of moving in a decent pace through the progression, not really necessarily rushing or speed running, but just very, very progression focused. So Monday is that. Tuesday is going to be, I listed it as tutorial / other games. So like right now, for example, we are doing the Between Lands tutorials, right? And once those are done, I have had a request to do a tutorial series on the new updated versions of Misty World, which is a really, really fun mod. Of course, I've covered the mod before, but there's been a lot of changes to it in the more recent updates. Right now, I'm still a little bit tentative about actually using the mod, like in Tales. I had it in Tales for a little bit, but I have since removed it due to the fact that there is a config option that I don't like, that worries me, because it's a config option that's set on by default to hide in the console, to hide errors related to cascading world gen lag. Cascading world gen lag is a very bad thing, and I don't like the fact that it's hidden by default, because it's still there, and that was a big issue with the mod before, and just caused a whole lot of just lag issues. And turning off that config issue results in there still being cascading world gen lag. That's not something that I think should be hidden, so I am a little bit upset about that as far as the mod goes. And so it's not a mod that I would personally be using in anything until that's fixed, completely fixed, so there's no more cascading world gen lag, at least not just spamming the console with cascading world gen lag errors. But I am going to do a tutorial because the new additions to the mod are really cool. So I do want to take some time to cover that. So we will be having that, but what I mean by other game is, like for example, starting next month, there is going to be, of course, Baldur's Gate 3 that's coming out, and it's something that I've been really excited to play, and so I do plan on doing a series on that come next month, as well as a few other games on the distant horizon, and the very distant horizon in some cases, like Elden Ring, Elder Scrolls, Overwatch 2, Diablo 4. You know, there's a lot of big games that I'm really excited about, that I'm really passionate about, that are coming out sooner or later, let's say. So I did want to put a time slot in for those. And so we can kind of mix it up on the channel, and I have, you know, something else to kind of play and work on aside from just Minecraft. And then Wednesday, we have the Enigmatica series, which I'm currently working on at the moment. Because I have no plans to stop this series, but I did decide to cut down on Enigmatica and Celestial Journey. And that is simply due to the fact that, first up, videos can take a while, depending on what I'm doing. You know, if I'm working on a big build project or something like that. I mean, right now I've been working towards a speed build video for Enigmatica. It'll probably be next week before that's out, I imagine. But that is something that I'm working on. The next episode is actually related to the Dragon Forge, which I do have a little bit of building to kind of finish up before we start that. But that's not going to take me too long. But I did decide to cut down on just the amount of videos and the amount of focus that I was putting into Celestial Journey and Enigmatica, and that is simply due to the fact that A, time, B, I think that's a lot of what leads to my burnout. Is I literally spend the majority of time automating the same things. Most mod packs are the same things. You know, you've got your Ender IO, you've got your standard, here's your 4 magic mods and all that. That's why I opted for, it was between interactions, because the new 2.0 version had come out, or something like GregTech New Horizons, or something where I'd be automating things that I don't normally automate. So GregTech's a good breakaway from that, I think. And with the 2.0 version coming out, it was like, okay, we're gonna do interactions for that. So Enigmatica on Wednesday. Thursday is a new series that I'm very, very excited for. With the release of 1.16, and now that it has Optifine, which just came out, at the time of recording this, it would have been the end of the past week for you guys. With the release of Optifine and 1.16, and the fact that I missed vanilla, you know, I had a lot of fun on the server that I was on before, but I wasn't personally a fan of the server itself, like as a server thing. I guess I could say. I don't want to get into it, but anyways, since I wasn't that crazy about that, but I still miss vanilla, I do plan on starting up a vanilla series. So that's going to fall on Thursday, just once a week videos, but we will be doing, once Replay Mod is updated, we will be doing Replay Mod builds on vanilla, which I'm super excited for. And the Nether in 1.16 is just amazing, and just a lot of fun. So that will be running shaders on that series, of course. I love playing with shaders in vanilla because everything works appropriately. And then Friday is another interactions progression video, or whatever progression series that we're doing. In this case, right now, it's going to be interactions for a good while. Saturday, Celestial Journey. So that'll be our dedicated time slot for Celestial Journey content. So continuing on with the build and pushing through the progression on there. And Sunday, which is our last day, is back to the tutorial / other game time slot. So we'll have 2 days of progression focused episode, you know, series, 2 days of the tutorial / other game, and then 1 day each for Enigmatica, Vanilla, and Celestial Journey. Since they are more build focused, Vanilla will probably be a build most every week, because that's generally what I enjoy doing the most in Vanilla. Celestial Journey and Enigmatica, of course, will depend on things. And then that's not to say that there won't be maybe bonus episodes if I get really ahead, but I'm not going to really push that. I'm going to try to stay a week ahead, because what I'd like to do is, once I get everything nicely ahead, I want to have these videos posted like a week early in the patron section. So if you're in the patron section, you'll have them a week early. It's kind of my goal. Which, like I said, I don't think with interactions, videos have been fairly easy, and I know there's going to be some things that are a little bit more grindy, but it's on the Patreon server, so worst comes to worst, I can run a chunk load for a little bit to build up materials or something. But I think I've been automating things as I go, and I'm a few episodes ahead on that, so I don't think it's going to be a really time-consuming episode for me on the end of recording. The tutorial / other game, definitely not very time consuming. So it's really just the 3 build series that are probably going to eat most of my time. And with the new computer, rendering and editing are so much faster. Plus pack startup in general, so much faster, cutting literal minutes off of pack load time. And editing is literally like a fifth to sixth to even seventh of the time that it took me before. So it's a huge difference. So yeah, so once again, Monday progression episodes, like interactions in this case. Tuesday, tutorial or other game. Wednesday, Enigmatica. Thursday, vanilla. Friday, progression. Saturday, Celestial Journey. And Sunday, tutorial / other game. So, and I think that's going to work out for me because it's been nice just this week kind of getting ready, kind of having something other than just Celestial Journey and Enigmatica. They're fun packs, but maybe not all the time because we have been doing a lot of build stuff, and that's kind of what leads, I think, to my builder's block, is just beating my head against the same 2 packs. You know, I'm either on one or the other, and it gets a bit tiring, I think. So kind of mixing it up a little bit will be nice. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I wanted to cover, and it will be, we'll be back to daily. Of course, I used to do daily uploads, and then I was kind of focused on just 2 build series, so it wasn't necessarily daily uploads at that point. But we'll be back to the daily uploads, 7 days a week sort of thing. And time frames, pretty much every series I'm aiming at the 30-minute mark, roughly. Some episodes may go a little bit over, and then tutorials will be a bit under. Once we start getting into something like Baldur's Gate, it may be a bit longer. You know, it's hard for me to say hop on Baldur's Gate, especially with the nature of that game, and I mean, a dialogue may take 20 minutes, you know, with an NPC. So something like that may be more of an hour thing. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to bet an hour because, I mean, I've seen some of the fights in that, and they may take 20 minutes, you know, for one fight. So it really just depends. That one will be a little bit more freeform as far as length. But the other things are going to be about 30-minute mark. And tutorials probably on the shorter end, depending on what we're covering. So, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it updated everyone as to everything and got everybody that's maybe not on the Discord on the same page as to what's going on with the schedule, because I think I mentioned it in a couple videos, so I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. So anyways, I hope you guys are looking forward to it, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.